Now it is time to witness the many faces of death.
So we just got the trailer for Faces of Death. This is the new film that is sort of a reboot, a reimagining of sorts of Faces of Death, which is interesting because the original Faces of Death is a Mondo notorious cult film that came out in the 70s, where they pretty much told you everything you're witnessing on this tape is real deaths. Now, there were real deaths in here, but there were also some fake ones that they made for the film, and it's gained such a notorious vibe to it now. It was like sort of growing up in high school and stuff like that, I was always aware of Faces of Death because people would talk about it and it was like, oh, don't watch that film, you're gonna get like reported and things like that, you know. And eventually we watched Faces of Death, and it was a film but that's all I'll say right there. Do I suggest watching it? I don't think so. I think you could definitely skip that one for sure. But now we have Faces of Death 2026, which is directed from the director of the How to Blow Up a Pipeline film, as well as Cam, and written by his co-writer as well. So here we have Daniel Goldhaber and also Isa Mazzei coming to create a Faces of Death for the new generation, starring Barbie Ferreira, Dacre Montgomery, Josie, Totah, as well as Jermaine, Fowler, Holliday, and Charli XCX. This is a film I've been anticipating for some time now, and it reads: a woman who moderates a YouTube-like platform, which is Barbie Ferreira's character, responsible for filtering out any content that is offensive or violent, comes across a group on the website that appears to be reenacting the murders from the original film. As misinformation spreads widely online, she must determine whether the killings are real or staged. And it looks like Dacre Montgomery is like the mastermind or the only one behind this. And the trailer in itself really got me so interested. The first one we got a couple of months ago. This new one, I'm just like, I'm ready to buy my ticket. Like, let me buy my ticket, which you can already. And I am so pumped for this. This is a movie that I think is going to be one of those films that really is going to push. And with that, I mean, I thought Cam in 2018 was brilliant. Social commentary and all of that still holds up so well today. How to Blow Up a Pipeline. I think that Daniel and Iz are doing an amazing job at not veering away from things that might be uncomfortable or might really put you on the edge. And that's what really makes a great film. It's when it's provoking these emotions from you that you otherwise wouldn't feel. And the film still says, I'm going to poke a little bit further. And that's exactly what Faces of Death looks to be. The trailer, we see Barbie Ferreira in her day-to-day job as she is this content moderator. She's working with a team and she has a supervisor and everything that doesn't seem to take her seriously when she comes across these violent crimes that are happening, which she doesn't think are actually fake. She actually thinks they're real. She goes down a rabbit hole, which is something that she is preaching to like the sort of like new recruits that are here during orientation. At the beginning of the trailer, she does the opposite. She starts going down a rabbit hole and starts trying to investigate herself. And it's kind of giving me a vibe of another film I watched a couple of years ago at South by Southwest, which was the one with Lily Reinhardt. The name kind of is slipping from me right now. I believe it was American Sweatshop, which kind of dealt with the same material. And I will tell you that these two films, I think, were made around the same time. It's just Faces of Death was taking a bid to get picked up, and so that's what happened. So I don't think one copied one or the other, but I get those vibes. I'm curious to see how different they will be from those two, because I think it's going to be very different, but I think the comparisons are going to be there, no doubt about it. But I do really enjoy this trailer and what it's offering. I think it really showcases Dacre Montgomery's character and how sick and twisted he is, but at the same time, a representation of the times we are in right now, where content is king. People are seeking entertainment. They want it at a faster rate. The swipe and scroll culture of today is not the same of a decade ago, where you would search up things, research it and all that. No, now it's so easy to start to get a lot of different content on your FYP, right? And I think that's exactly what the film is tackling, is this appetite that people want for more and more and more. The 24/7 newscast that came for us like decades ago has certainly been what made us become the people we are today, stuck on our phones or stuck on the TV, just waiting for the next piece of content because we're never satisfied. And I'm curious just how exactly that will be tackled here. We don't see much of the other characters besides Charli XCX making a quick cameo at the end, as well as Josie Totah, who seems to be playing an influencer that will be a target for Dacre's like twisted game he is playing here. It seems he is selling these snuff films, I think, or trying to build an audience for it, making a point. Who knows? But in this film, Faces of Death exist as a piece of media, and he is trying to recreate some of them, as you see in the trailer. And if you've seen Faces of Death or seen some little snippets here and there, you know some of these like kills come directly from the movie, as you can see right here, probably putting them right up on your screen. And so I'm curious for this. I'm excited. I cannot wait. It comes out April 10th. It's been a long time coming, and I'm excited for it nonetheless. I think Dacre is going to knock it out of the park. I think Barbie's been picking up some very, very great projects. I just saw John Trevino Likes It not like a year ago. She just had Mile Ends Kicks, and this is up next. So definitely really making some amazing indies that are going to, I believe, stand the test of time. So excited for that. But let me know what you think about Faces of Death. Are you excited for this movie? Do you think it's worth having a Faces of Death reimagining, or do you think it's something that just should have stayed away? Let me know in the comments below. But I am excited. I think the performances are going to be great here from everybody. I think that this is a movie worth checking out just based on the director and the writer's track record. I don't think they're making a bad film here. I think that we are in for a surprise. I don't think the trailer is giving away much either. I can definitely sense that there is something more looming here that we don't have any clue about. And I think once we find this film and watch it, we are going to be in for a treat. So super excited for that. IFC Shudder releasing this April 10th. I will be seated. I will be making a video review, all of that. Breaking it down, spoilers, you know how we do it here. We have a They Will Kill You spoilers video up ahead, but we also have 2 reviews up right now, which you should definitely check out, which is the Hokum review, the new Adam Scott film with Damian McCarthy, director of Oddity, as well as They Will Kill You, which comes out this weekend, starring Mahala, as well as Zazie Beetz. A movie I really suggest watching with an audience, no doubt about it. And stay tuned for our review of Drag, another film we watched at South by Southwest, which was pretty fun. That should be coming out tonight. But make sure you hit the subscribe notification bell. 50,000 subscribers is the goal. Let's get to it. Are you going to be watching Faces of Death? Are you not sure about it just yet and you're waiting to see what people think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Stay tuned for a lot more from me for all the things you love in pop culture. It's Culture Elixir. I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Stay positive.
You need to listen to me about these videos. I need to do something.